Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Now this little video I have here, that's a short clip, a minute and 30 seconds, right? This going into Esau Edom, right? And basically the Edomites, right? That the blessing that they got, right? They get to explore the earth, they get the fattening of the earth, right? They got rulership, right? Which their rulership is coming down to an end now, right? And this is part of their blessing, right? This is part of their blessing right now. Where it is but this video also going into some Edomites that went in. They was doing a video, right, for Discovery Channel, right, for I think one of the deep blue, you know, the ocean itself, and they stumble upon a lake, right, under the ocean itself, right? And where it is they reach to that lake now, they try to get into the lake and they could not get into the lake, right? They end up bouncing off, right? Like it was like rubber, right? And this is just proof of the scriptures, right? Where it is the Lord had set boundaries for them they cannot pass, right? Although he gave them that rulership, although they got that rulership on the earth, and we didn't get anything as yet because we went against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, we went against his law, statutes, and commandments, right? We went against his law, statutes, and commandments, so we got punished, right, by Esau being over us, and the other heathen nations, they are also over us, right? So let me get into the videos and get some scriptures, and then I'll close it off.
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree as one of a handful of people to ever see it in person. Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I had ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. And I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut. It was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane.
Right? So you can see how amazed he was with it, right? Those Edomites. And as that's to show you, let me get into the scripture there. This is Job 14 and 5. And it reads here, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Though has appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, right? So this is just proof here that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, he appointed his bounds, that he cannot pass. And this is also going out in space also, right? This is also going out in space, because these what you call them again, satellites and them out there, is only after a certain point they can reach out of the Earth atmosphere, right? Out in the heavens there is only a certain level they can reach. After that you can't go higher than that, right? It's only the chariots, the angels, the so-called UFOs you just see flying around. Those are the ones that could be in and out, right? But the Lord set a boundary, right? He set a boundary for these devils not to be able to pass, right? Also down into the sea also, right? They cannot pass because it have certain parts that it have another lake, as they say, right? That's basically like for Jake, right? But in the new kingdom, we will be able to have access to all these things, right? That's the beautiful thing about it. We will have access to all these things. That's the blessing that we get, right? Esau's blessing is just the sword and the fatness of the earth, but just for a moment, right? So it's saying here, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass, right? As I say about even the space, when it is they going up in space, they say that they claim they went to the moon and these places, they never went anywhere there, right? Because there's only a certain boundary they could pass, right? These are the things that these devil does. They lie, they deceive, right? The word devil is only going in as a deceiver, right? A deceiver, a slanderer. That's what it goes into, right? Right, in the Blue Letter Bible here, let's type in devil, right? You go to any one of these and see what the word devil means. With devil.
Strong's G 1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
Diabolos. Right? Right? It's a prone to slander. Right? Slanderous. Accusing. Falsely. Right? These are the kind of things Edom does. The so-called white man. The head banking families. You know the names. Right? These are the wickedness they does, right? Right? These are the wickedness they does. So this devil, right? It's not no red person who have who have this horn and a tail and a pitchfork and he chucking you and them kind of thing. It have nothing to do with that. That's also one of his lies, right? That's also one of Esau Edom lies. Right? This is the book of Genesis 27. And you can go through and read it, right? But I just want to keep the time short, so I just getting straight to the point here, right? Right, select here. Alright, so they could go ahead and read through, from the top to the bottom, but I just pressing for time here. Right, this Genesis 27 and 39. It reads here, and Isaac his father answered and said unto him, right, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Right, this Esau Edom is speaking to, right, his firstborn, and of the dew of heaven from above. Right, so this is just showing you that Esau Edom have this rulership over on this earth right now. He get this blessing, right? But we also have a blessing too, but we have our blessing where we have all the heathen nations and also Esau, right? That is under us, right? They are actually our servants, right? And you will find that higher up, right? Right, let's jump to here, right, real quick. This verse 37, right? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy Lord, right? And this is Jacob, right? Jacob, the true Hebrew Israelites, right? Thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, right? And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? Right? So as I say, you could go ahead and read through it, you know, and see for yourself, right? And now going back to Esau Edom now, where it is he lie, you know, he lies about everything, right? He lies about going to the moon. He lies about discovering the sea, the whole entire earth and whatnot, where he only discovered a fraction of everything, right? That's why they created this new telescope. What's the name of it? A satellite they created. I forget the name of it, right? If the name come up to me, I will write it down in the description probably, right? They created that scope where it could stay on, they could only reach up to a certain point, as I see, but from there now they could zoom out, right? They could zoom in to the different planets and different stars that it have out there. That's how they get into map and see certain things, right? But other than that, they can't reach anywhere else, right? So don't ever let Esau Edom fool you with his videos and saying he on Mars and he here and he there. It is a bunch of lies, right? It's a bunch of lies, because it have numerous videos out there with people who went out there and they spoke about it, right? You could only reach to a certain point, right? That's what this devil does, right? This is Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies, right? Ye are all physicians of no value, right? This is just the wickedness and the shit he does, right? That's why he coming on with Great Rat now, where it is he coming to push this C-hip, right? This cashless society, right? This is what he's trying to do right now, right? But this video is going into basically the boundaries that they cannot pass, right? So these are these Edomites who have this blessing right now, right? They living in Igli right now, right? Which is coming to an end. I have about 2 more scriptures to bring out. This is the book of John 8:44. It says here, ye are of your father the devil, right? And the lust of your father ye will do, right? He was a murderer from the beginning, and Abdul not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it, right? Which goes right back to Cain, when Cain slay Abel, right? When it is he lied, that he didn't know where he was, right? He was the first murderer and also the first liar, right? And then reincarnation, he came back in, right? Where he is Esau Edom now, right? And then it have all this bloodline, which is the Edomites and the other nations that actually ruling over us, right? But Esau Edom have the top part, right? As you can see here with the table of nations, right? You have Israel on top, right? The 12 tribes, and then at the bottom of that you have the so-called white man, right? Edom, right? And Edom means red, right? You see they type it in as red, also they type it in red also, right? So these are all the other nations that is actually the ones who will be serving us, as it read in Genesis 27, right? As I say, you could go ahead and read it and you will see it for yourself, right? All these nations is nations that is under Israel. They are meant to be under Israel, because that is how the Lord put it, right? So yeah, as I say, this lesson was just that this devil, you know, he is the forgers of lies, right? He have bounds that he cannot pass, right? Because a lot of things that he just come up with and say that he did already, and he have the money, right? He have the money to pay people off, the medias and whatnot, to shut them out so they wouldn't say anything. But it always have the ones in between that is talk. But anyway, with that, I would like to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakudash. Shalom, shalom, shalom. And a bad babol, GTA.